All right, so we're here with Simon talking about the differences between South Korea and Japan. Simon has experience living in both, and if you could, Simon, tell us what are the differences that you notice between working in South Korea and Japan?
The difference is, that's a difficult question actually, because the reason I moved to Japan was because I felt like moving somewhere different from Korea, but that's very similar. So the difference is it's difficult to really say what the differences are. There's a very similar working culture, but generally I think maybe the Japanese in Japan, certainly maybe they expect you to work harder. Maybe not as a foreign teacher. They don't have the same level of expectation, but it's a lot more, perhaps a bit more formal living in Japan. You've got of course they do bowing in Korea, but in Japan it's so much more regimented like this. There's all kinds of procedures, small little rules that schools often have that Korea didn't have for me, like changing shoes for one. I never had to change. Well, actually no, I did in one school in Korea, but always in Japan they love changing shoes and they love kind of work attire, that kind of thing. They're a lot more strict with what you have to wear in the workplace.
Maybe I'm putting you on the spot, but which do you prefer and why?
You are you are putting me on the spot. I think I have to be honest. Maybe I'm only saying this because it was the first country I lived in, but I think Korea only just, because I have many happy memories of living there. And where I used to live in Busan, it was a great city to live in. You could easily meet new people. You always, it's easy to come together. But in Tokyo is so big, it's more difficult to meet people, as I mentioned earlier. I would say just Korea.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much.
No problem.